Let's make it a good day.
Today on The Jason Show, it's the #1 show on TV, and it's back, Yellowstone. And get ready, because we're getting our first look at the new Yellowstone prequel. Then, HGTV stars and our buddies, Brad and Heather Fox, are back with easy ideas to get your house ready to sell. And you better work. A member of our Jason Show family became a supermodel this weekend. The Jason Show starts right now. Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. And welcome to the Jason Show. Hello. Welcome. Hello. Keep that love going. Say hi to Kendall.
Hi.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm great.
Happy Monday. Happy first snowfall.
Happy first snowfall.
Happy first. It is, yeah. All of you in the other cities, just know if we look a little sad today, it's because we got like the first snowmageddon. It's a little slippery, but I'm going to focus on the positive.
Okay.
Usually, here's a positive, Kendall.
Yeah.
Usually when we have any type of snow, our studio audience dwindles down to like 2 people and a little hamster. The snow did not stop these people today. Right there, look at that. I love them. We were actually, no joke, we were in today's meeting and Jeff goes, there's only gonna be like 4 people today. You know what's gonna happen. And I said, no, I think we're gonna have a pretty good house.
These people are.
Yeah. No, I didn't. I really thought it was gonna be like 2 people, but I'm thrilled they're here. Yeah.
Me too. I mean, because it was a little troublesome on the roadways today. Traffic Tina will tell you.
Yeah. Kendall's second life, she's a traffic, beep, beep, she's a traffic anchor too. So,
yes,
yeah.
I'm doing it at 11 o'clock too. So right after this show, we're going to
Boom.
go do it again.
Yeah, absolutely. May I ask you something? Like,
Yes.
Let's say you and Jordan get into a fight, and you send Jordan to go sleep by himself, okay?
Bye.
And then you're sleeping by yourself, okay?
Okay.
Wouldn't you love a comforting pillow in that night?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, a nice little warm blanket.
Okay.
Sure.
Well, Kendall,
Okay.
I got the pillow for you.
Oh, great.
I do. This is no joke. Executive producer found this. A new emotional support teddy bear life-size pillow. This is real. This is absolutely real. Look at that. Just take that in for just a second. It is a man-sized body and a teddy bear head. You can dress him up. I love that out of the 14 pictures, Ted picks this picture. Yeah. You can dress him up. You can dress him down. You can put him in khakis. You can put him in PJs. And he's just a giant, like, life-sized body pillow. And he can be yours for $160. $160.
This is what we've come to, America.
Yeah.
We hug life-size teddy bears.
I'm not going to judge this. I have a body pillow.
You're not going to judge this?
No.
I am.
I use a body pillow.
Is it shaped like a teddy bear?
No. But
With
it does have
phalanges?
a former Fox 9 personality, Todd Walker, on it. I do.
Sorry, Todd.
Because for my wedding, Todd and some friends made sheets with their faces on it, and the pillowcase that we use has Todd's face on it. And so, and then Colin calls it, it's a crap. Colin replacement pillow. And because so I call him crap. But yeah, it's just a giant body pillow. Yeah. So I'm down with this.
Should I be concerned
You'd be concerned for what?
for your health?
No, I'm
your
good. I'm
mental
good.
Wellness? If you need a call-in replacement pillow with
No.
Todd Walker's face on
No,
it?
it's good. And so much so, photographer Eric wants one. I'm going to get him one for, because let's be...
No one's surprised.
Because I'm not telling tales out of school, but Eric sleeps in the basement half the year. You know what I mean? He sleeps alone in the basement half the year.
It's nice and cool down there.
It's very cool. I mean, the man did sleep in an igloo a couple years ago. So, I
It's
mean,
true. Look it up.
Yeah. Hey, I want to send, I'm feeling some gratitude today, really quick before we get to the hot dish. I want to say thanks to the veterinarians at Blue Pearl, right behind us here, emergency vet clinic. My boy Dexter, my boxer, got a little foot infection. So his foot swelled up to about that big. It looked like a Warner Brothers cartoon character. And I took him in the middle of the night on Saturday into Sunday, and the building's right behind us. They were so nice. They took such good care of him. And the vets work really hard in normal times, but since the pandemic, people are mad, and it's just they have staffing shortages like a lot of companies. I just want to say I'm grateful for the vets, and thank you to Blue Pearl for taking care of my baby. Thank you very much. Let's get started, everybody. It's time for the hot dish. Roll it, Leo. Here we go. And Dexter's not happy with me because he has to wear that cone for a couple, like 5 days.
Is he doing better though?
He's doing better, yeah. I feel like in solidarity, I might wear a cone around the house too, just so he feels like, yeah.
Can you take a video?
I'll take a video of that. First up, Yellowstone. Y'all watched it probably last night. It was the 5th season premiere. It's getting a spinoff. Paramount Plus just dropped the teaser. It's called 1923. It'll be a prequel to the drama with Harrison Ford and Helen Mirren. Look at this.
Violence has always haunted this family. It followed us from the Scottish Highlands, the slums of Dublin. And it followed us here. And where it doesn't follow, we hunt it down. We seek it.
So, like I said, Helen Mirren's in it, Harrison Ford. They shot it in Butte, Montana, beautiful country there, and it's going to premiere on Paramount Plus in December. I always forget. Do you watch Yellowstone?
No, because I heard there was an animal that died in the very first episode, and I said nope.
Yeah, it is the first episode. But we're in the minority. So I know. My father-in-law, my brother-in-law, Taylor, they last night they were looking forward to watching it, and I tried to get into it. I watched about 4 episodes after people kept telling me it was like Dallas. And I'm like, it's nothing like Dallas. But anyway,
don't compare anything to Dallas.
Yeah, it's nothing. It's the only thing, like I said, is that there's a ranch. That's the only similarity.
That's all.
There's a ranch on Dallas, and there's a ranch on this show, and that's it.
Oh, and someone shot JR. Right? Isn't there? There's guns and stuff.
Next in the dish, it's the end of an era. It's the end of the era of an era on the Real Housewives of New York. Ramona Singer says that she will never return to the show. She told Page, in any form, she told Page 6 that she didn't want to return. But Page 6 says, their sources say, well, she wasn't even asked. Bravo actually didn't offer her to come back. She is the longest tenured cast member and has been on the show since the beginning. She lasted 13 seasons. Yeah, I don't know if it really counts to say I'm never coming back when you weren't invited. But, I mean, go Ramona.
That's how we feel about the Emmys.
The Emmys?
Yeah, like if we are not ever going, but we've also not been invited.
Ever.
So,
ever.
It's fine.
That's all right.
But we're not going.
No.
I
mean, look, if we win an Emmy, that's great. But I actually like being the Susan Lucci.
It's way more fun.
It's way more fun.
To be bitter.
Oh, it's just way more fun to complain about it, for heaven's sake. Yeah. No, look, this isn't a big surprise. I joke, but I'm not. Bravo probably wasn't going to ask her back because she's trouble. I mean, she comes with a lot of baggage. Personally, I love Ramona. She's Well, they call her the Ramona coaster for a reason. She brings, there's so many. Turtle Time, Ramona coaster, when, Ramona Rider, because she steals things. I mean, it's like,
Oh.
Yeah, but I'm going to miss her. Next in the dish, the creator of Stranger Things are giving some hints about what's to come for the 5th and final season. The Duffer Brothers were speaking at a panel over the weekend and revealed they turned in the first script a couple weeks ago and are already moving on to the second. They said only a few people know how the show's going to end, but they did pitch the full thing to Netflix and had executives in tears. And Lord knows I love to make executives cry. Thank you, Eric. They said they see the final season as a culmination of all the seasons. It's got the tone of season 1, but the scale of season 4. So that's good.
Can we skip going to Russia, though? Can we just get back into?
I think they're back from Russia.
Can we just be done with that part forever?
Yeah, I think we're done. I agree with you. Yeah. I fast forwarded all the Russia parts.
I was just like, what? Why
Except
are we here?
when our friend Sasha Andreev was one of the guards. I did watch him.
Yes.
But that was it. And then I moved on.
It's
Yeah.
just,
Don't fast forward this show. I promise you. It's really good today. I mean, there's some days I'll tell you when to fast forward. But I mean, today,
it's pretty good.
Maybe I'll give a code word when I know the show is just going to stink. I'll say Teddy Ruxpin, and then just go ahead and, you know what I mean? If I ever say Teddy Ruxpin, that means I'm pretty sure we're the Hindenburg, and go ahead and fast forward past the show,
Going down, people.
We have a lot more to come on today's great show, and we'll be back right after this. Back in a moment. Teddy Ruxpin's a toy, a creepy bear toy. Coming up a little bit later, our friends Brad and Heather Fox are here, and then a member of our team, I won't tell you who, a member of our Jason Show family became a supermodel over the weekend, and you're going to see that. But right now, y'all know, like a lot of you, I love Steve Kornacki from NBC News on the big board. John Oliver showed a few clips of Steve from election night, and that is our late night rewind.
Steve Kornacki is never not at the big board.
It is election day. That means one thing. Steve Kornacki is at the big board.
Steve Kornacki joins us at the big board.
Steve Kornacki at the big board.
Steve Kornacki will be at his natural habitat, the big board.
Steve Kornacki at the big board.
The big board. We've got Steve Kornacki over at the big board. The big board.
Kornacki at the big board.
Let's go to the big board.
Steve Kornacki.
Steve Kornacki.
Steve Kornacki at the big board.
Steve Kornacki.
Back to the big board.
The great Steve Kornacki at the big board. The big board. Steve Kornacki. Kornacki at the big board. Big board.
You know, we have Steve Kornacki that's standing at the big board. I don't think they ever let him leave the big board. I think he just lives there now.
He probably does. I hope they give him a lot of time off, It's time for a special serving of our hot dish all the way from Hollywood. Please give it up for our friend. We haven't seen him in a while. The great Michael Babcock from TMZ.
Jason.
Hi, Michael.
How you doing? How's everything? Thank you for having me.
It's good to see you, buddy.
It's great to see you.
Okay, a lot of questions about the long-term health of the Twitter. And Elon Musk is not doing himself any favors when it comes to this. What's the latest?
What's the latest? Good question. So over the weekend, Jason, there's this B20 business conference going on in Indonesia. Well, Elon Musk, he was there virtually. So he does this video chat, but when he comes on the screen, he is in a complete darkness with the exception of what looks like candlelight. And as a matter of fact, it was candlelight. So for some reason, Elon Musk, in front of all of these people, business leaders, he is sitting in a dark room that is lit by candlelight, and he says, look, I have been working around the clock since I bought Twitter. And for a guy who always was pretty open about the fact that he was a hard worker who had long hours, he says now, look, it's 7 days a week. It's from morning to night. And he said, look, I wouldn't recommend it. So it does appear, Jason, that it's taken a toll on him.
Well, Michael, if you had all that money, this is what I was thinking. I heard Bill Maher say something. Why would you, thank you, I'm looking at your face. You know what I'm going to say? Why would you want to deal with that day-to-day headache? Why would you do that?
$250 billion. I think it's just, he is just a unique person, and I think if he wasn't doing this, I think he'd be lost. And look, he probably did bite off a little bit more than he could chew here, running 3 massive companies and as involved as he is with each of them. I think even for Elon Musk, that's a lot. But he could have even before he opened up SpaceX or Tesla, Jason, he could have retired. I mean, he was wealthy after PayPal, and he has just, at every turn, he has just continued to put all the chips right back into the middle of the table. And here he is again.
Here he is again. I mentioned Ramona from New York earlier. Let's turn to Salt Lake City. Jen Shea has a lot going on, and it's boiling over in public. What happened?
Yeah, so a couple days ago, she is seen on video. Somebody just, with their cell phone sees her in this screaming argument on the street with 4 other people, and there are expletives being thrown and some homophobic stuff yelled out. It wasn't from Jen, though. It was from one of the other people. So this was, it wasn't good. It was an ugly scene. Thankfully, nobody was physically hurt. Police, as far as we know, were not called. But, Jen has a lot going on. She obviously has that wire fraud conviction, and she's waiting to be sentenced. She could face, though, Jason, up to 14 years in prison ultimately if she gets the max. So I have to imagine that she just feels the weight of that hanging over her, and perhaps it's just boiling over.
I can't believe I'm going to read this. Finally, Flavor Flav got mad at Spirit Airlines.
Yes, he's a public enemy number 1 at the Vegas airport. He was trying to get on a flight. He was waiting at the gate, a Spirit Airlines flight. He was going from Las Vegas to Detroit. And later on at night, it was kind of slow. Well, he didn't get up as they were boarding the plane, and they closed the door. Then he realized and got up, and he approached the gate agent, and he tried to talk himself onto the plane. It didn't work, though, Jason, and there was yelling, there were curse words being thrown. Somebody started recording, much like the last story we talked about. He never made it on the plane, so he had to find another plane, another ticket for another flight later on. He did not get aboard the plane. He did say, I apologize to anybody who saw me losing it and heard some of the language that I was using, but I do not apologize to Spirit and the gate agent. She made that very clear. I loved that. I thought that was so funny. I did not apologize to you.
Nope. Michael, I love our jobs today. I really do. I mean, it's just, thank you, buddy. Good to see you.
Anytime, Jason. Thank you.
Go to TMZ.com for more. My favorite Spirit Airlines story, I flew them it doesn't matter where I was, and I was sitting next to a gentleman. Well, first, let me rewind. The flight attendant announcements I noticed were a little different on Spirit, and I'm like, this is interesting. Mm-hmm. The woman said, the seatbelt, the oxygen mask, put yours on before you do your kids or whatever. And then she said, and by the way, no using the tray tables to change a baby's diaper. And I'm not joking, and this is the honest to God's truth. And I went like this. I looked like Scooby-Doo. I went, Scooby? I was just like, what? Did she just say, do not, that's new to me. I've never heard that in a pre-flight announcement. And son of a biscuit, I turn around because I see everyone around me turn around and start like, blah, 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 blah. I turn around, there's a baby. Just like in row 15, there's a little baby's legs hanging out in the aisle. And I thought, baby is being changed in row 15. And then next to me, so that was before the flight, then next to me, there's a guy next to me, and he has 3 boxes of Cheetos, or Cheez-Its. And I'm not talking the little, the little bags of Cheez-Its, fun size, yeah. I'm not even talking like that size. A full grocery store, Costco, like where Jeff gets his clothes, a Costco box of Cheez-Its. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, oh God. And he eats 1 full box within like 10 minutes. And then he eats the other box. Then he eats the 3rd box. He went through 3 adult boxes of Cheez-Its within like an hour.
Were they white cheddar?
No, they weren't white cheddar. They were the original. And why does that matter?
I mean, I could do it if it was white cheddar.
There is my Spirit Airlines story. Yeah.
Bravo.
Next up, from the same team that brought us Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, a new game show is coming to the Game Show Network, and it's hosted by someone with ties to Minnesota, and you know we love that. Take a look at this clip from Tug of Words.
Okay, Emma, you get to choose the word to start your turn. What will it be, please?
Let's go slay.
Yes, we've got to slay. Watch out, she's ready to slay. All right, 30 seconds on the clock. Here we go. After body in a wrestling move.
Slam.
Road trip beef stick blank gym.
Slim.
Tried to score at the plate.
Slid.
Conveyed verbally.
Slide.
Said. There's more than one.
Oh, okay, I'm sitting here. It's really hard. I just wanted to keep playing, but we got to talk to our next guest. That's Tug of Words, and it debuts today on the Game Show Network. Audience, give it up for the host, Samantha Harris.
Hello,
Samantha.
Jason, nice to be here.
Okay, Samantha, the producers did their research. Okay, you're originally from Hopkins, right?
Hopkins High all the way, go Royals.
That's right. And then, did you actually work here at Channel 9? I heard. You did?
Yes. So while I was at Northwestern University, one of the programs is that you have to go into a newsroom and work full time. And I was able to work at KMSP, and it was great because I had interned at Entertainment Tonight the summer before. And so entertainment news was my jam, and KMSP had a 5-minute entertainment news segment as part of their hour-long news program. And so I was producing, I was in the field doing art galleries and any different artists, musical artists that would come to town. And I covered a couple of hard news stories. I will say there was a murder that I covered that was really heartbreaking, and it's really what just solidified for me, thank you KMSP, that the coverage is amazing on KMSP and that I needed to stay in entertainment news.
You know what's funny? I was the producer of that segment.
Were you really?
There
was a woman who was the producer when I started, and then she went on maternity leave, and then I took over that summer in between my junior and senior year of college to produce it myself, and then I had to go back to school. Yeah. So then, how long have you been producing that?
I replaced you!
I love it. Who knew, Jason? Who knew?
That's hysterical. Okay, let's get to Tug of Words. I went through a little bit of the premise. Can you flesh out the premise for us, Samantha?
Yes, so it is a fast-paced wordplay game show where we have 2 teams of 2 competing. I offer a clue, and we start with a 3-letter word. You have to change 1 letter in that existing word to get to the new word. Then I give another clue, change 1 letter, get to yet the next clue or the next answer. Then we go to 4-letter words, and eventually we got to, of course, ramp it up. So we then go to 5- and 6-letter words, Jason, where you have to change 2 letters in the existing word to get the answer. And it is fast-paced fun.
And we were playing here, watching that clip. It's hard, Samantha. It's not easy.
Well, I'll be honest, there are some, depending on the episode or the particular round within an episode, there are definitely certain rounds that you're like, wow, I totally could have rocked that whole thing. I would have totally won this whole thing, no big deal. And then there are other rounds or certain words that you're like, there is not a chance. I'd never even heard of that word. How would I have even answered it? So that's what makes it really fun to play along from home, because first of all, my kids are 11 and 15, my girls. There were definitely answers that they could have answered that I couldn't. And then of course there were things I could answer that they couldn't, or that my mom as a grandparent, could have answered. So it's fun for the whole family and a good game night together, which I love. And I love coming back to Minneapolis. I come back every year. It's, again, my hometown, a lot of my family. Hi to my wonderful family, and my sister is still there, my niece and aunts, and all that good stuff.
I love it.
Cousins.
And we have to go 30 seconds. Entertainment Tonight, Dancing with the Stars. As someone that does a talk show, I would imagine doing a game show is just a trip and a half and a hell of a lot of fun. Am I right on that?
It is so much fun. It is so different. And then my other world that I live in and breathe in is my wellness world as a certified health coach. So, you guys can find out lots about all that and my breast cancer thriver life and how to become your healthiest healthy just at Instagram or Facebook, Samantha Harris TV. I love seeing questions, comments, and if you watch Tug of Words, which premieres today,
Tonight.
You can go ahead and DM me. Let me know what you thought. Send me questions, comments, anything.
Thank you, Samantha.
So nice to be back in Minneapolis. Mwah. Minneapolis, St. Paul. Love you guys.
Tug of Words, as Samantha said, airs on the Game Show Network. Check your local listings. That's hysterical. We she literally, I replaced her.
Cross paths.
Yeah, Robin Robinson was the host of that.
Yeah.
And I came in my first day with a pleather coat.
That's right, girl.
Ugliest coat you ever did see. And we interviewed Prince on that first day. That was my first day. Yeah.
No big deal.
Imagine that, no big deal, yeah. We're gonna take a break. We have much more ahead. We'll be back right after this. Coming up on our show, what are the best ways to get your house ready to sell? Is it pillows, pictures, animal statues? Brad and Heather Fox from HDTV are here to help. Then, a member of our Jason Show family hits the runway. That and more when we come back. Welcome back. Well, when it comes to sprucing up your home for anything, or, for yourself, for the holidays, whatever, our next guest has the perfect tips and tricks. Give it up for Heather Fox from Foxwell and HGTV's Stay or Sell. Hello.
Hello.
I am loving everything on this table.
Do you like pink?
I like this shade. Yes, I do.
Blush.
Blush.
It's
yes.
blush. It's not like Pepto-Bismol.
No, oh my
right?
God. You literally just quoted Steel Magnolias. It's fantastic. But and I love stags, which we'll get to in just a second. Okay.
Right.
But this is really, the theme of this is, instead of renovating, these are little things, right, that you can do to make a big difference.
I mean, okay, we're close to the holidays.
Yeah.
We're going to have people in our houses, right? Family, friends.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm just joking.
So what can you do with that? I mean, there's not a time, you can't renovate your kitchen right now before Thanksgiving. Let's be honest, right? But we could make some changes with just a few small things.
Okay, where are we starting? Pillows and throws.
Pillows and throws. So this is my favorite. This is the easiest. You just pick kind of a scheme. On a sofa, I like to say odd numbers are good for pillows. So maybe you have 2 on one side, 1 on the other side, and just pick some that go together. I like a few matching, but let's find things that complement each other. Find a new throw. I mean, it can make your whole space feel totally elevated.
And I know it doesn't have to be matchy-matchy, right? It does not.
No.
Okay. And I have found, even if pillows can make a big difference to make it seem like you did get a new couch, even if you didn't get a new couch.
You got it, yeah. And open the throw up, just have it kind of sprawled against your sofa.
Yeah.
It'll
Perfect.
feel totally new.
Okay, next. Oh, blush. Okay.
I mean, more blush. I kind of went with the little theme here.
Yeah.
Okay, so accessories. I think that let's talk about Thanksgiving, right? Next week. You want to make your table look just kind of fresh and fun. I think that if you choose something kind of neutral, like these pinks, these greens, these are kind of the colors that can bring you into the holiday season, right? But if you go with kind of these mauves and light greens, you can make it work from Thanksgiving until January. You can just keep it out on your table. So kind of choosing these colors, these little stags, like you said.
Love, okay.
They're great. They can feel a little holiday, but I have some cute little deer that I keep out year round.
Heather, I have a stag problem.
I
do, Heather. I have a severe, do you have stags in your store?
I do.
I can't come to your store.
Yeah.
I have a couple years ago, I have so many Christmas stags that but
make a little collection on your dining table.
Oh,
on
I
your
do,
island.
Heather.
Yeah.
Oh, I do. I have, but I don't have any gold stags.
Okay.
So that's where, but.
Yeah.
I know, audience, I'm seconds from just giving Heather my credit card.
Yeah.
But but I love this because you know what? This isn't overtly Christmas.
I agree.
You know what I mean? And
yeah.
it can take you through January.
Yeah, I mean, I have kids' life like so many of us do, and I just don't have time to change things out every month. So I'm going to choose something November, December, January, maybe it even hangs on till February, then we'll mix it up again later.
Okay, paint.
Paint. I think that paint is another thing that as we're talking about, I mean, maybe not for next week, right? But before the holiday season, you have a New Year's party, paint. huge differences can be made, right? Going either lighter, maybe you create an accent wall. There's these cool new textured paints that we have. So I think that that's another thing. Pretty simple, inexpensive, huge change.
Can I throw one? Can I ask you a question on that?
Yeah.
Maybe like if you have I have an entryway that I almost emailed you about. I have an email, instead of paint, maybe could you do like a signature wallpaper little entryway?
Yes, you
okay.
can.
Because wallpaper's back,
Absolutely.
still back,
Wallpaper
right?
is back,
Okay,
yes,
because we
yes.
did a whole segment with Heather last time, so go look on YouTube for
Wallpaper
that.
everything.
Yeah.
Just wallpaper all of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen to Heather, she said it. Artwork.
Artwork is another thing, and I'm not talking about, I mean, there's some wonderful artists here. You can buy original art, right? But you can also buy these great little prints. I mean, these are $20. You can buy artwork. Of course, you can come to Foxville, but Target has really great stuff. And you know what's cool about Target? A lot of it is actually created in-house here in Minneapolis, so it's local to all of the Minneapolis people. A lot of that art, even though you're buying it in more mass, it's actually a local Minnesota artist that's creating it.
I love the Target boutique.
It's cool,
It's
right?
so good. It's so good.
But you know, and something like this, you don't have to go big. You can do a large mat, a bigger frame. Target actually has really incredible frames as well.
Small furniture pieces, finally.
Yes, so that's another thing. Say you can't do a whole, you know, renovation, a new bed, a new sofa. What about a new end table?
Yeah.
Yeah, something small that can really kind of make it feel elevated and new and.
Like a credenza. Are people still using credenzas?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah. We did a credenza
I'm like
segment.
92.
Remember that?
We did.
Yes,
That's right.
Yes.
My mom loves a credenza. I
Yeah.
have one. I love it. Okay, we're not done. More with Heather, and Brad's going to join us. That's right. We're going to let Brad in this next segment. We'll be right back. Back in a moment, everyone. I love this motif. Welcome back. Our buddies are back. We're back with Heather and now Brad. That's right. Woo! Brad's on the couch. It's the season to get some deals if you are in the market. Season of opportunity. Is that what we're kind of calling it?
Yes. Yes. So the rates went up a little bit, but I said so did the opportunity because the fall is always historically the best time to get a better deal.
Right.
Especially now. This last spring was insane. People were $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 above list, no inspection, no terms for the buyer. Now that is completely flipped. We have inspections, we have $5,000, $10,000 off of the list price. We have closing costs being paid. It's a whole different world, and everyone's a little sleepy right now. So I feel like people need to get out there and take a look.
Sleepy because competition is down right now.
Yeah.
Producer Ted was talking about that.
Yeah. Yep. So but that's good for buyers. That's good, right? So if there's a house listed right now and you're a buyer that's like, I'm okay with buying right now, like, and you think there's less inventory, go see it though, because the opportunity is crazy right now.
Why is this a good time for fixer-uppers?
Yeah.
You got real. Okay, I want to know about this
She was
one.
excited, yeah. Well, again, the same thing. You're able to like create some room, create a construction budget off of that discount instead of paying, again, $50,000 above. There goes your construction budget.
Yeah, what we found, we've purchased a lot of our renovations that we've done. We don't call them flips because that sounds dirty. We call them like renovations.
I like that.
Yeah,
Tasteful renovation.
Tasteful, yes. Flip does, yes. I like elevating that.
So we've purchased a lot of our homes that we decide to not flip but renovate.
Yeah.
And
This
resell.
time of year, because a lot of buyers, they want to sell by the end of the year, so they're a little more motivated. They want to have that close date by the 31st of December.
Yeah, a lot of estate sales, things like that.
Let's talk about renovation. You say now is the time to plan. Why?
Well, it takes a long time, and I think that that's surprising to most people. The planning portion of a renovation is, I would say for most of our clients, around 6 months, because you have to have an as-built drawing of your home, and then you need future plans. You need to choose what are your cabinets going to look like if you're doing some of that. What floor are you going to have?
Yeah.
There's a lot of planning in order for the renovation to go smoothly.
Two questions to dig into that. One, I've asked you a version of this every time, but it's a good reminder. What, in your experience, is the single most repeated mistake that renovators do?
Oh, that is a great question.
Thank you.
That renovators do?
Yeah. I think it's poor planning on the sake of the client. Yeah.
Oh, so it goes with your answer?
I really do. Yeah, I think it's that they don't understand how long it takes, so the timeline in their head is different than it is in reality.
Yeah.
And then sometimes if you don't have all that time to plan on the front end, you make quick decisions and kind of end up maybe regretting a few that you've made.
My card is telling me that costs have stabilized and timelines have normalized. But are we still seeing some material backlogging that we saw right after the pandemic?
It has shifted a little bit. Everybody heard about lumber and all those issues. A lot of that has gone away. The costs have come down a bit, stabilized is a good way to put it.
Yeah.
And labor, people are looking for some work a little more than they were before. Yeah, I think this is absolutely a time where things have gotten much more normalized, for sure.
Yeah, normal and stable.
Yeah.
That's a good way to say it.
Because I remember my brother-in-law, who's in plumbing, saying it was basically like $1 million for a stick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
For lumber.
it
I mean, it was that bad.
And
yeah.
it shifted from like lumber, now siding's a little slower here and there, but now we know to plan ahead. Like when the pandemic hit, no one knew this was coming, so we couldn't plan. Now we can plan. Planning.
Going back to you. So just to recap, before we go, 6 months. Give yourself
I think so. I really do. I feel like, Brad always says 3 to 6. I'm on the cautious side.
Yeah.
6 months.
And then you always hear the joke, whatever they tell you, you add 3 months. Is that still?
Well, that's how you fix that, because if there's ever a gray area for a customer, it's going to go to the builder. It's going to go, it's not going to go in your favor. So the more planning you do, you know exactly what your plan is, you know exactly what your design is. They're going to give you a bid for that exact thing. There's no gray area. So that's why more planning is better.
And that cliche won't be true.
It'll help a lot.
Go visit our friends at their shop in Edina and check them out online, thefoxwell.com. Go get those gold stags for me. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Back in a moment, everybody. Thank you, guys. Oh, I love those shoes. Oh, my God. Welcome back. Well, friends, you've seen our next guest filling in for me when I'm on vacation. He's also busy every single weekend covering Gopher football and Vikings football and pickleball, whatever he does. Yeah. But did you know Pierre is also a model? He hit the runway this weekend, all for a good cause. Give it up for our friend Pierre, everybody. That's right. Okay.
What's happening, everybody? What's up, buddy?
Question number 1.
Yeah.
How the hell did this happen?
Well, that's an excellent question, and thank you for asking. Our digital marketing extraordinaire, Adelaide, she called me about 2 weeks ago. She says, hey, I have a friend who's doing a fashion show, and they're short on runway models, and don't hate me, which is a great way to start a conversation.
It's a great way.
You know, it's like, don't hate me, but I volunteered you to be in the show. You're going to be in the show. And then, which immediately I was like, oh, so every other male in the state of Minnesota went on vacation on the same day.
Yeah.
Clearly. So I said, okay.
Yeah.
I guess I'm doing this thing. So that's
Boom.
how it happened. Boom.
And so you're basically, and I'm not saying it, you're a consolation model. Was that what you felt like? Yeah.
Which is fine.
No,
like, listen.
not me.
No, listen.
Yeah.
I'm perfect. This was an experience I've never done before. I never thought I would be qualified to be a model on any platform or level, but now that I am, the air is crisper.
Yeah.
Doors just open for me.
That's right.
Like, people are sending me gifts, and we have to say a special thank you to Kensington Boutique,
Yes.
who was just so great with the show. Location in Hudson, location in Stillwater. Go to kensingtonboutique.com if you want to online shop. Thank you to Mackenzie.
Okay.
It was great. It's all great.
Would you like to plug anybody else while we're here? Okay, just a second.
You gotta give her a run.
Yeah,
right?
totally,
I mean,
absolutely.
yeah.
Okay, now Pierre, as you mentioned, Adelaide, I just call her Addie for short.
I know.
Addie had a camera there, okay?
Yes.
So so audience, look at the monitors up there. This is actual video of Pierre, Pierre's coming.
I'm somewhere in there.
Somewhere, he's coming.
Oh, by the way, that's a real model that I'm walking.
Right there he is, right there. Right there. Okay. You're like the cat from the Meow Mix commercial.
Yeah,
chow, 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 yeah.
Yeah. I was so dead focused. I made sure to look at the back of the room and nothing else. And the moment I walked out, I see Addie, I see Kendall, I see other people that I know, and they just immediately just start yelling, trying to rattle me. And
they were a little intoxicated. I mean, absolutely, yeah.
I mean, I couldn't say that I wasn't either.
Yeah. We have Kendall grabbed her camera. We actually have more footage of you. Take a look at this.
Yeah.
This is another angle of your fashion show.
Oh,
okay, here we come.
yeah.
Hold on a minute. No.
Okay.
Here comes Pierre coming up in just a little bit. Here he comes. Here he comes. And
yeah.
Hold on a minute. Hold on. And
is that me?
Cue Pierre right there. That's right. Yeah.
I've never looked better. I've never looked better. Yeah.
There's Pierre right there.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, that sums it out about
There's
right.
There's Pierre.
Yeah. No, that's about right. I'm not mad. That was about as accurate as it gets with how it was over at Kensington Boutique. Yeah.
Because you've quizzed me on sports.
Yeah.
Do you even know who that woman was?
No clue at all.
Okay.
None whatsoever. Jeff just gave me the stink eye.
I know, no. That is for pop culture fans.
Yeah.
That is Ramona Singer from The Real Housewives of New York.
Okay.
She had never walked before, and they made fun of her because she, for whatever reason, she bugged out her eyes, and so anyway.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember if I bugged out my eyes or whatever, but we also had a special guest at Kensington at the fashion show. Leslie Miller, I believe, was there as well.
Wine diva Leslie Miller. Now, before Leo, don't roll it yet.
Yeah.
Pierre, you got to confirm or deny this. Our spies were telling us that the wine diva brought her own wine to the bar. Am I right on this?
I can confirm this did happen. It was a sight to see. There you have it. Leslie Miller, ladies and gentlemen, never
pulling out her own wine at the fashion show?
Unbelievable.
What the hell is wrong with you people?
She's a pro, let me tell you. She is a pro.
Is that like contraband wine? What is she doing?
It was so great. I mean, honestly, it was a really fun night. I really had a great time doing it. All the ticket proceeds went to the Emily program as well, which I was not familiar with. It's a great program that helps people with eating disorders. It was a really great cause. That is Mackenzie right there. Congratulations. She's the founder and CEO of Kensington Boutique, so congratulations to her, and thanks for having me as a model.
We have 10 seconds. What about those Vikings?
Oh, man, what a win yesterday, right? In one?
Did I say that right?
You watched the whole game, didn't you?
I did not watch the whole game. I watched the play thing at the Legion. I was at an American Legion.
And what a play thing it was.
It was, that's right.
Yeah. Thanks again, Kensington Boutique. Thank you for making me a model for a day. It will never happen again.
Give it up for Pierre, everybody. The news is his social media handle. We'll be right back. Back in a moment, everybody. That was great. Welcome back. Only a few more days until our next live show. It's happening this Friday, November 18th. We're kicking off the holiday season at Rosedale Center. 40 viewers and their guests will be have been selected already to be part of our VIP experience that morning. They get special seating, coffee, treats, Jason Show mug, a VIP gift bag, and more. If you were not picked, don't worry. You can still come watch our show this Friday for free. Keep in mind, it's going to be standing room only. You can enter Rosedale Center at that door right there, door B, or as I call it, the door by Von Mar. Even if you can't come to the show, we'll be picking 9 at-home audience members. Details will be released the day of the show. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. So you had a lot of that wine? Welcome back. Don't forget to come see us. Pick a day you can come. Go to Fox9.com, search tickets. It's time for the surprise goodbye. You know how this works. I don't know what's in this segment. Kendall doesn't know until right now. Today, an embarrassing moment for a bar owner in Northern Ireland. He had stacked some kegs outside of his bar when the wind picked up. You can see what happened next. Oh, no. No, he fell. Thanks to the security camera, he had no idea what was happening until he heard the loud rattling noise. He ran out into the street and tried to stop the barrels and fell. No.
I hope they were empty. You know what I mean?
I know they were just delivered.
They were full?
Yes.
Oh, I'd be running like that too. Oh, sad.
I don't know about you. I still can't get over Leslie Miller uncorking her own wine at that fashion show.
It was delicious.
I'm sure it was. Lord. I mean, do they not serve wine there?
They did, but she's Leslie Miller, so she brings her own wine.
That's like me bringing a microphone wherever I go. Hey, let me. Tomorrow, I know. Tomorrow, Thrifty Traveler's back, and we're talking all the latest travel deals. Plus, Garth Brooks joins us live to talk about his just announced Vegas residency. But right now, that's going to do it for us. If you're watching and you're a kid that's being bullied, go out there and you be yourself. Don't let anyone tell you different, because no one can tell you you're doing it wrong. Bye, everybody. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. Not even a guy at the bar.